Hello YouTube, NMP Zer here, and today we're going to be going over the things balance patch. And to start it off, backdash didn't receive anything. I think that's just same as always. Forward dash, however, did receive a nerf of 8 frames to the recovery animation. So this dash is a little bit slower now, 8 frames slower. His normal moves, standing moves didn't receive any changes. All his air moves though did receive some changes. Starting off with the light air right here, it received actually a buff by 1 frame, so it went from 9 frames to 8 frames, so now it's 1 frame faster. His jumping medium went from 8 frames to 10 frames, so that's slower. Jumping heavy, same thing, it went from 10 frames to 13 frames, so it's slower. And jumping S also received a couple things. It went from 10 to 14 frames, so it is slower. The juggle, they changed the juggle properties, so now this it juggles downwards now. I guess it used to juggle like more floaty, but now it juggles downwards. And it received a new animation, so I'll put it side by side, the old animation and the new animation, so you guys can see the difference between the old animation and the new one. Okay guys, so now moving on to his special move, starting off with the rocky start, which is his boulder throw. Now this got nerfed by the durability points, so it used to have 10 durability points, now it has 5. All that means is that before it was going through fireballs and like clipping Ryu or whoever threw it. Now it trades evenly with the fireball, so it'll just clash and then it'll disappear. Another thing that got nerfed is that the height restriction on it, it's now 50. It used to be 0, which means you could like tiger knee it very close to the ground and it would cause them to get picked up, you know, like you could like do that, and then when you bring them down you can like do the boulder throw like really close to the ground and then continue the combo. You can't do that anymore, so yeah, I mean you can still kind of do it, but you got to do a whole circle all the way around to get enough height for you to tiger knee it, so it's kind of inconsistent and it's still not as close to the ground as the old version. But it's still kind of possible, it's just harder to do. So this is the old version of the game, and as you can see here, if you tiger knee the rocky start, like look how close you can get to the floor. You can also do it out of a dash, so you, like dash and boom, you can do it, which is really good if you do the heavy one because it goes like kind of straight forward. You can't really do that with in the new version. If you try that, like you'll just get like a light or a heavy, whatever you pressed. The other thing I meant is that this is no longer a thing. Yeah, so that you can't really do that in the new version. So yeah, that's the nerfs for rocky start. Okay, so the next move we're gonna talk about is Boulder Bash. This right here. Now only the heavy version got changed, so light version stayed the same, medium version stayed the same, and the only one that changed is heavy version. One, it's 3 frames slower, so it was 17 frames, now it is 20 frames. And the pushback on this is higher, like it's more pushback when you get the second hit. I think it's because there used to be like a combo where you kind of just keep doing that, like you can get a lot of it. So I think now with more pushback, that's going to be less of a problem. And it did get a slight buff though, where the hitbox did increase, so now you're gonna get like hits further away. So 2 nerfs, 1 buff. I think that's pretty good, pretty decent. It also got a new animation, so I'm gonna put the old animation and the new animation side by side so you guys can see the difference. Okay, so the next move we're talking about is Rolling Stone. That move right there, and all the versions got changed. But starting off with the grounded light version, this right here, it got hit with 1 more recovery frame, which isn't too bad. You can still combo from it, so just 1 more frame of recovery is not that bad. As for the medium version, it got hit a little harder. It got hit with 2 frames of startup and 2 frames of recovery, so it's 4 frames slower in total. As for the heavy version, it got hit a lot harder with 14 frames of recovery. And I know it's a lot, but before on block, this used to be super safe, so you could do that and then continue pressure. So basically on hit, bam, you get the ground bounce. Now If they blocked, you had all day to continue the pressure, no problem. It's just like the move was just way too safe, so they had to hit it with 14 frames of recovery. They also changed the distance on it, like when you hit people, so that should cause less of a side switch effect. So there's that too. And that's it for the ground changes on the Rolling Stone. Let's talk about the air changes. Okay, so as for the air Rolling Stone right there, it got hit with a little bit of a arc change. Not too much, but there is a change in the way the move kind of goes about its way. It's routing through the air. So yeah, that's a change right there. And then the properties all change right here. So now when you hit them up and hit them with this move, it brings them back down. Before, it would leave them kind of in a juggle state, like you will go down but they would like go up and you can keep comboing after that. So they took that away. But I guess receiving those two nerfs, they decided to make this move super fast. So before it was 11 frames, now it's 6 frames. So like super faster than the old version. And as for the medium move right here, it starts off with a 2-frame delay. So you jump, you do it, there's a 2-frame delay, and then it starts from slow to fast. It kind of just builds up a little bit. So it's hard to tell here, but I'll put it side by side with the old version so you can kind of see what I mean. And the last nerf they receive is that they got the height restrictions, same as the boulders, this thing. So now basically you can like dash and then like tiger knee the move and it comes out. So now you have to like dash, jump, and then do it. So that's a nerf that might hurt him a lot, but not too bad, to be honest. Like you can still just, you know, jump and do it pretty fast. And yeah, I'll show you guys the side by side of the difference in the arc movements and the speed of the rolls. Okay, so the next move we have is Pble Punch. That move right there. This move got hit with 6 frames of startup, so you can kind of tell right there it's kind of slow on startup, and that also affects the armor. So before it was like armor right away, now you gotta wait the 6 frames before the armor gets activated. They also changed the hitboxes to make it more consistent on the punching, and they removed the hitbox from the back side of his neck. One of my first combo videos that I did with him, or the first one I did actually, I have a combo where I do this like twice and it kind of hits him with the back of the neck, just like going into the corner. So that's kind of funny, but you shouldn't have that issue anymore. And that's it for the changes to the special moves. Let's move on to the super moves. Okay, so as for the super moves, the only moves that got nerfed a little bit was his level 3. So those 3 punches, they all got changed from doing 100k per punch to 95k per punch, and the final hit did go up to 110k. So you know, there's that. But yeah, they get nerfed a little bit, and they also decreased the hitbox on it, so now it doesn't, like, I guess, hit that far. But yeah, that's it for the things balance change. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.